Welcome to Microbe World. Today, we explore the fascinating history and science behind the modern battle for smooth underarm skin. In our previous episode, we learned that underarm hair served as a shock absorber and a signal transmitter for ancestors. However, let us face the reality of our current lives. We no longer live in dark caves like ancient humans. In the modern world, a thick forest under your arms is often considered unkempt, especially within Western aesthetic beauty standards. Since the early 1915s, relentless advertising campaigns have completely transformed our mindset regarding personal hygiene and modern female grooming. These clever marketing strategies successfully turned smooth underarm skin into the ultimate symbol of cleanliness, purity, and absolute feminine charm. Magazines from that era began featuring models with perfectly smooth underarms, creating a brand new standard for beauty and elegance. Before this massive cultural shift, body hair was largely ignored and considered a completely natural part of the human body. The fashion industry also played a huge role, as sleeveless dresses became incredibly popular among wealthy women in high society. To wear these revealing new fashions, women were strongly encouraged to remove any visible hair from their delicate underarm areas. This aesthetic shift was not just about looking good. It fundamentally changed how we perceive our own bodies and hygiene. But why do we really want to eliminate this dense forest? The reason goes far beyond simple visual aesthetic appeal. From a microbiological perspective, removing underarm hair is essentially destroying the ultimate fortress and safe haven for millions of bacteria. Your underarm hair provides a massive surface area for various microbes to attach, multiply, and establish complex microscopic bacterial communities. Without this thick hair, your sweat evaporates much faster, leaving the skin surface significantly drier and less hospitable for microbes. This dry environment means those smelly neighbors like Corynebacterium no longer have a comfortable place to cling to and ferment. These specific bacteria are notorious for breaking down odorless sweat compounds into highly pungent chemicals that cause strong body odor. By removing their natural habitat, you are effectively cutting off their primary food supply and their preferred warm, moist shelter. That is exactly why, after removing underarm hair, you usually notice a significant reduction in strong body odors over time. However, achieving this perfectly smooth skin is not always easy. The relentless battle has gone through numerous distinct technological stages. Humanity has invented countless ingenious tools and methods to eradicate unwanted body hair, starting from the most primitive, sharp stones. Let us first examine the most common modern methods: shaving and waxing. These are fast, but carry hidden health risks. A seemingly harmless razor blade can easily create microscopic tears on your delicate skin, completely invisible to the naked eye. These tiny wounds provide the perfect entry point for opportunistic microbes to invade your hair follicles and cause severe inflammation. This painful condition is medically known as folliculitis, characterized by red, swollen bumps that can easily ruin your smooth aesthetic. Furthermore, shaving only cuts the hair exactly at the skin surface, meaning the dark stubble will inevitably return very quickly. On the other hand, waxing causes intense physical pain and can even lead to dark pigmentation spots on your sensitive skin. The forceful pulling action traumatizes the delicate hair follicles, often resulting in annoying ingrown hairs and prolonged skin surface irritation. When a hair breaks below the skin during waxing, it might curl backward and grow directly into the surrounding tissue. This foreign body reaction triggers your immune system, causing localized swelling, redness, and sometimes even painful, microscopic, pus-filled cysts. Despite these obvious drawbacks, millions of people continue to endure the pain of waxing for the promise of longer-lasting smoothness. Fortunately, modern science has developed much better solutions. Next, we have IPL technology, which stands for Intense Pulsed Light Therapy. This represents a significant leap in modern hair removal, bringing professional-grade cosmetic treatments directly into our comfortable home bathrooms. This popular technology uses a broad spectrum of colorful light beams to target and gradually destroy the unwanted hair follicles. The device emits rapid flashes of light that penetrate the skin layers and seek out the dark pigment inside hairs. As the melanin absorbs this intense light energy, it quickly heats up, causing localized thermal damage to the deep hair root. This repeated thermal shock forces the actively growing hair follicle to enter a premature resting phase, slowing down future growth. It is a very common choice for convenient at-home treatments, but the hair reduction results are rarely truly permanent. Because the light spectrum is broad and scattered, it lacks the precise pinpoint accuracy required to completely annihilate the follicle. Users must perform regular maintenance sessions to keep the area smooth, as dormant hair follicles can eventually recover and reactivate. For those seeking the absolute gold standard in permanent hair removal, specialized spas in the United States offer advanced lasers. Technologies like diode and alexandrite lasers represent the absolute pinnacle of modern aesthetic science in the ongoing battle against hair. Unlike IPL devices, these powerful medical-grade lasers produce a highly concentrated, single-wavelength beam of pure, intense light energy. These powerful lasers focus intense energy directly onto the dark melanin pigment located at the very root of each hair. The specific wavelength is carefully chosen to maximize melanin absorption while safely ignoring the surrounding healthy skin tissue and cells. The light energy rapidly transforms into intense heat, effectively cooking the hair follicle from the inside out in milliseconds flat. This precise thermal destruction targets the critical stem cells located in the hair bulge, which are responsible for generating hair. Once these vital stem cells are severely damaged by the targeted heat, the follicle completely loses its natural regenerative abilities. Over the course of several specialized treatment sessions, the vast majority of targeted underarm hairs will simply stop growing entirely. This incredible scientific achievement finally offers a truly permanent solution to the age-old problem of unwanted, thick body hair. However, many people naturally worry that permanently removing underarm hair might negatively impact their natural biological ability to excrete healthy sweat. They fear that destroying the hair follicles might somehow block the sweat glands and trap dangerous toxins inside the body. The scientific truth is quite reassuring. These advanced laser beams are specifically calibrated to only target the dark hair follicles. To understand why this is completely safe, we must look at the microscopic anatomy of your skin and sweat glands. Your vital sweat glands are located much deeper in the skin layers and have a completely different underlying cellular structure. There are two main types of sweat glands in your underarms: the eccrine glands and the much larger apocrine glands. Eccrine glands produce watery sweat to cool your body down, and they open directly onto the surface of your skin. Apocrine glands, on the other hand, produce a thicker, nutrient-rich fluid and usually empty directly into the hair follicle. Because these vital sweat glands entirely lack the targeted dark pigment, they remain completely unaffected by the intense laser heat energy. The laser energy safely passes right by them, focusing all its destructive power solely on the dark, melanin-rich hair. Therefore, the biological mechanism of sweating remains perfectly intact, allowing your body to continue regulating its internal temperature without issues. You will absolutely still sweat normally, but that characteristic pungent odor will decrease significantly because the bacteria lost their homes. Without the thick hair to trap moisture and provide a massive breeding ground, the apocrine sweat evaporates much more rapidly. This leaves the odor-causing bacteria struggling to survive in a harsh, dry environment that is completely devoid of shelter. So, modern laser hair removal actually provides a fantastic dual benefit: perfectly smooth, aesthetic skin, and a naturally fresher scent. It is a brilliant example of how advanced medical technology can simultaneously address both cosmetic desires and practical hygiene concerns. But does this mean our underarms are finally completely sterile and free from all microscopic life after successful laser treatments? The answer is a resounding no. Even on the smoothest, most perfectly treated skin, microscopic life absolutely continues to thrive. Hair removal helps keep the delicate skin incredibly smooth and visually clean, but it never completely eradicates all resident bacteria. Millions of invisible microbial athletes are still quietly operating on your smooth skin surface, constantly adapting to their new environment. They hide in microscopic skin folds and continue to feed on the natural oils and sweat produced by your body. While their total population might be significantly reduced, the absolute most resilient microbial survivors will always find a way back. This ongoing microscopic reality forces us to ask a very important question about our daily personal hygiene and grooming habits. How can we peacefully coexist with these microscopic organisms, or effectively control their natural biological processes in a scientific manner? If removing the hair is not enough to completely stop the odor, what other chemical weapons do we currently possess? This leads us directly into the fascinating world of specialized cosmetic chemistry and advanced daily personal care consumer product formulations. Every single morning, millions of people blindly apply various chemical compounds to their underarms without truly understanding how they work. We rely heavily on these modern, invisible shields to protect our social standing and keep us smelling fresh all day. But what exactly is happening on a molecular level when you quickly swipe that fragrant white stick under your arms? Are you simply masking the terrible smell with stronger perfumes? Or are you actively altering natural human body biological functions? The truth involves complex chemical reactions, aluminum salts, antibacterial agents, and a microscopic war waged daily on your skin surface. Understanding this chemical warfare is absolutely crucial for making informed decisions about your long-term personal health and daily hygiene. We must carefully examine the fundamental scientific differences between simple odor-masking deodorants and powerful sweat-blocking antiperspirant chemical formulas. Each product type utilizes a completely different strategic approach to manage the complex biological ecosystem thriving in your dark underarms. One merely attempts to kill the smelly bacteria, while the other physically blocks the vital sweat glands from releasing moisture. Which method is actually safer for your long-term health, and which one provides the most effective ultimate odor protection? Do not miss our exciting next episode, where we will dive incredibly deep into this fascinating, modern, daily chemical warfare. We will comprehensively explore the ultimate scientific showdown between traditional fragrant deodorants and highly effective modern aluminum-based antiperspirant products. Thank you so much for joining us on this educational journey today. Stay curious, stay clean, and keep exploring science. This has been another exciting episode of Microbe World. We will see you next time for more amazing microscopic adventures.